Like the Yamaha R3, KTM's RC390 is new to the market in 2015. Boasting the largest engine and raciest stance, the RC390 touches the outer limit of the entry-level designation, especially for the novice rider. Is it too much bike or just the right amount? We were eager to find out.
KTM is probably the raciest feeling bike in this group, which is fun. Like I had probably the most sheer exhilaration while I rode it. Like it feels like it's just a slimmed down RC8R, which is saying a lot.
The motor is amazing. You know, it obviously it just pulls from bottom to top. I mean, I definitely had the most fun, and I felt like I was, you know, on the racetrack when I was riding this bike.
So the KTM RC390 is a very aggressive bike. As far as a beginner bike, like it's definitely a little peppy, a little handful, but that makes it a lot of fun, especially out in these really technical roads.
It comes off the corner really well, it has the most amount of torque, the engine's got a real fun-loving character. The only problem with the engine is it vibrates a lot, just like the RC8R. I think if you're riding that bike all the time, it would maybe get a little bit old just because how much it vibrates.
The first thing I noticed was the ergos. You sit up really high. It was sort of uncomfortable for me at first.
The seat's real hard, so if you're doing a lot of freeway street riding, like you might find a little discomfort there. The handling was a little bit tough to feel at first, because this bike actually feels a little bit heavier. I don't know if it is heavier than the other bikes, but I felt there was a little bit more weight to pull around.
It's got a lot of weight on the front end of the bike, so it changes directions really well, super sharp steering. The chassis is really good on it, like it's real sporty and it delivers good feel, but the suspension is just a little bit too budget in my opinion. The shock has like no dampening in it, and it just gives it a real cheap feel compared to the other motorcycles.
The front brake, I'm not impressed with it at all. I just felt like the stopping power wasn't there. A bike that goes so fast and has a lot of power, you want good stopping power, and usually KTMs have it, but definitely doesn't meet my expectations as far as, you know, a KTM brakes.
What I did like was, you know, the display has a lot of information on it. It blinks a little red light at you when you need to shift and start moving through the gears.
If you're looking for just a motorcycle that's just like fun and exhilarating, yeah, it's maybe not going to be the most comfortable to ride, but just something that's going to kind of like knock your socks off when you ride it, KTM's probably going to be that bike.
It picks up fast, it's got the motor more so than any other bike here in the Shootout, that's for sure.
It's almost too much maybe for a beginner rider, especially with some of these others on the market, but you get some miles under your belt, you get a few years under your belt maybe, and you're going to have a lot of fun on that bike.
The RC390's engine was clearly head and shoulders above the rest, but suspension and braking performance needs to be improved for the KTM to take top honor of best entry-level sport bike. The package is close, and with refinement, will be a potent challenger for top prize. But for 2015, the KTM RC390 ranks second in our Shootout.